The crayon is red because red stands out. 8-year-old Kira Song sits cross-legged on the marble floor of the mansion's library. A magazine spread open in front of her. House and garden. Faces of designers smiling at cameras. Important people doing important things. She picks up the red crayon. Draws a circle. Around a face. The woman in the photo is wearing pearls. Kira likes pearls. They look like tiny moons. But that's not why she circled the face. She doesn't know why she circled the face. She just had to. The feeling came like it always does. A pull in her chest. A whisper that isn't words. A knowing that doesn't make sense. Her hand moved before her brain said yes. Circle drawn. Feeling gone. She moves on to the next page. Kira baby, where are you? Her mother's voice echoes through the massive house. India Song, housekeeper, employee of the month every month because there's only one housekeeper, and she works like 3 people. Library. Kira calls back, not looking up from her magazine. India appears in the doorway, wearing her black uniform and white apron. She looks tired. She always looks tired now. Ever since Daddy died. 6 months. Kira can count it in circles. She's drawn 127 circles since Daddy died. She keeps track in her special notebook. Red crayon circles around faces in magazines, newspapers, photos, TV screens, anywhere people look at her. We talked about this, India says, kneeling down beside her daughter. You can't take Mr. Kang's magazines. He doesn't like people touching his things. I'm not people. I'm 8. Kira. And I'm not touching. I'm drawn. India sees the red circle. Sighs. Picks up the magazine. Come on. It's almost dinner time. Mr. Kong has guests tonight. You need to stay in our quarters. Why can't I see the guests? Because we're the help, baby. We stay invisible. I'm already invisible. No one ever sees me. India's face softens with sadness. I see you. You're my mom. You have to. They walk through the mansion together. Kira counts steps. 147 from the library to their quarters. She's counted before. It's always 147. Numbers make sense. Circles make sense. Everything else is confusing. Their quarters are small but nice. 1 bedroom they share. 1 bathroom. A tiny kitchen that India never uses because she cooks in the big kitchen. Stay here tonight, India says, already moving toward the door. I mean it, Kira. Mr. Kong has very important people coming. If he sees you wandering around, he'll be upset. Okay. India kisses her forehead. I left mac and cheese in the microwave. Watch a movie. Draw in your notebook. Just stay here. Okay. Okay. India leaves. Kira waits exactly 12 minutes. Then she opens the door and slips out. The mansion is beautiful at night. Chandeliers. Marble. Art that costs more than cars. Kira walks through it like a ghost. Small. Quiet. Invisible. She's good at being invisible. People don't see children. Especially quiet children. Especially children of the help. She makes it to Mr. Kang's office without being noticed. The door is open. Just a crack. She shouldn't go in. She knows this. But the pull is back. Stronger this time. The feeling that dragged her hand across that magazine page. She pushes the door open. The office is huge. Dark wood. Leather. A desk the size of a car. And a wall. A wall covered in photographs. Kira's breath catches. Faces. Dozens of them. Pinned to a corkboard. Some have red string connecting them. Some have notes. Some have X's marked through them. She walks closer. Stares. The faces look back at her. Men mostly. A few women. All serious. All important looking. The pull in her chest becomes a yank. She reaches into her pocket. Pulls out her red crayon. Her hand moves. Circle. Around a face near the bottom. A man with kind eyes. Circle. Around a woman in the corner. Sharp suit. Circle. Around another man. Tattoos on his neck. She draws 7 circles total before the feeling releases her. 7 faces marked. 7 strangers she's never met. 7 people she just had to circle. Her hand is still holding the crayon when she hears footsteps. Heavy. Fussed. Angry. She turns. Kong Doyan stands in the doorway. He's tall. Dressed in all black. Has eyes that look like they've never smiled. Tattoos crawl up his hands like vines, disappearing under expensive suit sleeves. He looks at her, then at the wall, then at the red crayon in her small hand. His expression goes from surprise to fury in 1 second. Who let you in here? His voice is quiet, controlled, dangerous. Kira doesn't answer. Can't answer. Her throat has closed up. Do you have any idea what you just did? He crosses the room in 4 strides, stops in front of his wall, stares at the 7 red circles. These are people. Real people. This is an active investigation. This board is private. Classified. And you drew on it with a crayon. He spins to face her. Where is your mother? Kira finds her voice. Small. Quiet. Kitchen. Kitchen. He pulls out his phone. Dials. Get up here. Now. Your daughter just destroyed months of work. He hangs up. They stand in silence. Kira's zersaher shoes. Red sneakers. Light up kind. They're not lighting up now because she's standing still. Footsteps pound up the stairs. India bursts into the office. Sees Kia. Sees Doyen. Sees the wall. Her face goes pale. Mr. Kong, I am so sorry. I told her to stay in our quarters. I don't know how she. Control your child, Doyen interrupts. Or find another job. India's mouth opens. Closes. Sir, please, she didn't mean. I don't care what she meant. I care that she vandalized sensitive materials. I care that she has access to areas she shouldn't. I care that apparently you can't keep track of an 8-year-old. Mr. Kong. Do you know how many people I have looking for patterns in these deaths? He gestures at the wall. How many hours? How much money? And your daughter draws circles on 7 random faces like it's a coloring book. India's voice shakes. I'll pay for any damage. I'll work extra hours. Just please don't fire me. We have nowhere else to go. Doyen's jaw clenches. He looks at India. At Kira. At the wall. Get her out of my office. Keep her in your quarters. If I see her wandering this house again, you're both gone. Understood. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. India grabs Kira's hand, pulls her toward the door. And Mrs. Song? India stops, turns. Doyen's voice is ice. Your incompetence almost cost me everything tonight. Don't let it happen again. They leave the office. India doesn't speak until they're back in their quarters. Then she sits on the bed and puts her face in her hands. Baby, what were you thinking? I had to, Kira says quietly. Had to what? Draw the circles. I had to. Why? I don't know. The feeling said to. India looks up. Her eyes are wet. Kira, there is no feeling. There's just you being impulsive and not listening. You could have gotten us both thrown out tonight. I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't pay rent. Sorry doesn't keep food on the table. India wipes her eyes. You can't do things like this. You have to be more careful. More aware. I'm always careful. No, baby. You're not. You wander. You touch things. You draw on things that don't belong to you. India stands. Walks to Kira. Kneels down so they're eye level. I know you're sad about Daddy. I know this is hard. But we have to survive. And survival means following rules. Staying invisible. Not drawing attention to ourselves. Okay. Promise me. No more wandering. No more drawing on Mr. Kang's things. I promise. India hugs her. Tight. Like she's afraid Kira will disappear. They go to bed early. Kira lies in the darkness, staring at the ceiling. Thinking about the 7 circles. Wondering why she had to draw them. Wondering if Mr. Kong will really fire them. She falls asleep still wondering. At 3:17 a.m., Kira's phone buzzes. Not her phone. India's phone. On the nightstand. India groans. Reaches for it. Answers with a sleepy hello. Then her voice changes. What? When? Are you sure? Kira opens her eyes. Watches her mother sit up. Turn on the light. India's face has gone white. I understand. Yes. I'll tell him. She hangs up. Sits very still. Mom. India doesn't respond for a long moment. Then she turns to look at Kira with an expression that doesn't make sense. Fear mixed with something else. Something that looks like recognition. Baby. India says slowly. Do you remember the woman in the magazine? The one you circled earlier? The one with the pearls? Kira nods. Her name was Dr. Patricia Chen. She was Mr. Kang's therapist. Was. India's voice is barely a whisper. She died tonight. Heart attack. At 11:47 p.m. The room goes very quiet. Kira's chest feels strange. Like the feeling is back. But different now. Not pulling. Confirming. Mom. Kira's voice is small. The people on Mr. Kang's wall. The 7 I circled. What about them? I think they're going to die too. India stares at her daughter. That's not possible. I know. But I think it's true. Kira, you can't. People don't just. India's phone buzzes again. She answers. Listens. Her face somehow goes even paler. Both of them? When? She hangs up. Looks at Kira with eyes that are starting to believe something impossible. 2 of the people you circled. Park Min-seo and Sarah Cho. They were found dead 20 minutes ago. Car accident on the 405. Kira's heart pounds. Mom, we have to tell Mr. Kong. Tell him what? That you drew circles and people died? He'll think we're insane. But if the others are going to die? We don't know that. Ido. India looks at her daughter like she's seeing her for the first time. How could you possibly know that? Kira looks down at her hands. At the red crayon marks still on her fingers. Because the feeling told me. And the feeling is never wrong. They sit in silence. 5 circles left. 5 people marked. 5 strangers who have until morning. India doesn't sleep. She sits at their small kitchen table, laptop open, searching names. Park Min-seo. Saza Jo. Dr. Patricia Chun. 3 people. 3 deaths. 3 red circles. All dead within hours of Kira marking them. Coincidence, she tells herself. Has to be. Except India stopped believing in coincidences 6 months ago when her husband died in a random mugging. That happened exactly where he'd texted her he was meeting a confidential informant. Mom. India looks up. Kira stands in the doorway, holding her red crayon. Can't sleep either? India asks. Kira shakes her head. Walks over. Climbs into India's lap like she's 5 instead of 8. They sit together in silence. I didn't mean to, Kira whispers. I know, baby. The feeling just comes. And I have to draw. I have to. India holds her tighter. We need to tell Mr. Kong. He won't believe us. We have to try. At 6 a.m., India knocks on Doyen's office door. Enter. She walks in. Kira follows, staying close. Doyen sits at his desk, looking like he hasn't slept either. His wall of photographs is behind him. The 7 red circles still visible. Mrs. Song. His voice is cold. I believe I told you to keep your daughter away from my office. I know, sir. But something's happened. I'm not interested in excuses. 3 people are dead. That gets his attention. His eyes sharpen. What? India takes a breath. The people Kira circled last night. 3 of them died. Dr. Chun at 11:47. Park Min-seo and Sarah Cho at 2:30 a.m. Doyen goes very still. How do you know about Park and Sarah? I have connections. From my husband's work. Your husband was a teacher. India doesn't correct him. Not yet. Sir, I know this sounds impossible, but let me stop you right there. Doyen stands. Walks to his wall. Stares at the circles. You're telling me your daughter drew random circles on 7 faces. And 3 of those people coincidentally died the same night. Yes. No. He turns to face them. You're telling me your daughter somehow knew they were going to die. That's what you're actually saying. India's voice is steady. I don't know how. But yes. Doyen laughs. Sharp. Bitter. Get out of my office. Mr. Kong. I said get out. I'm dealing with a crisis. 7 people in my organization have died in 3 weeks. I don't have time for ghost stories. Sir, please just listen. 3 people dying the same night isn't supernatural, Mrs. Song. It's a coordinated attack. Someone is systematically eliminating my people. And your daughter drawing circles is just an unfortunate coincidence. What if it's not? Then what? Your 8-year-old has psychic powers? She sees the future in crayon. Kira speaks for the first time. Her voice is small but certain. For more will die by morning. Doyen's jaw clenches. Excuse me. I circled 7 people. 3 are already dead. 4 more are left. They'll all be gone by morning. That's enough. Doyen points at the door. Both of you. Out. Now. India grabs Kira's hand. They turn to leave. Mrs. Song. She stops. Doyen's voice is dangerous. If I find out you or your daughter had anything to do with these deaths, if this is some elaborate scheme, you'll wish you'd never stepped foot in my house. India meets his eyes. We didn't cause this, Mr. Kong. We're trying to stop it. They leave. Doyen stares at his wall after they're gone. 7 circles. 3 confirmed deaths. 4 people left. Lee Yuna, head of logistics. Cho Da-zoom. Security detail. Marcus Kimu, his accountant. And Jung Tae-hyun, his second in command. His best friend. Doyen pulls out his phone. Calls each of them. All 4 answer. All 4 are alive. All 4 sound fine. He hangs up. Looks at the circles again. Coincidence. Has to be. Except Doyen didn't survive 20 years in this business by ignoring patterns. And this is a pattern. He picks up his phone again. Dials his head of security. Put protection details on Lee Yuna, Cho Dae-young, Marcus Kim, and Jung Tae-hyun. Effective immediately. No one gets near them without clearance. Sir, is there a threat? Just do it. He hangs up. Sits back in his chair. Stares at the 4 remaining circles. Prove me wrong, kid, he mutters. Please prove me wrong. At 11:33 p.m., Doyen's phone rings. Sir, there's been an incident. What incident? Lee Yuna. She's dead. Poisoning. Looks like it happened hours ago, but the toxin just took effect. Doyen's grip tightens on the phone. When hours ago? Medical examiner estimates between 8 and 9 p.m. Before he assigned protection. The others. Cho Dae-young is in critical condition. Gunshot wound. Happened at his home 20 minutes ago despite our detail. Shooter got away. Marcus? Tae-hyun. Both fine. Both in protective custody now. Doyen ends the call. Walks to his wall. Stares at the circles. 2 more dead. 2 left. By morning, the kid said. He checks his watch. 12:37 a.m. Morning is in 6 hours. His phone rings again. Marcus Kim is dead. Heart attack in protective custody. Medics couldn't save him. Doyen closes his eyes. 3 down. 1 left. Jung Tae-hyun. His best friend. The man he's trusted for 15 years. The last circled face. Doyen grabs his keys. Runs for the door. If that little girl is right, if she's somehow actually right, he has until sunrise to save the only person he has left. Doyen drives like the devil is chasing him. Maybe he is. Tae-hyun lives in Brentwood. 20 minutes away. Doyen makes it in 12. He pounds on the door. Tae-hyun, open up. The door swings open. Jung Tae-hyun stands there in sweatpants and a t-shirt, gun in hand. When he sees Doyen, he lowers it. Boss. What the hell? You're alive. Of course I'm alive. What's going on? Doyen pushes past him into the house. Checks windows. Checks locks. Where's your security detail? Outside. Front and back. You assigned them 3 hours ago, remember? Good. Don't leave this house. Don't eat anything you didn't prepare yourself. Don't open the door for anyone. Tae-hyun frowns. You're scaring me. What happened? Lee Yuna, Cho Dae-young, and Marcus are dead. Tae-hyun's face goes white. What? When? Tonight. All of them. Within hours. How is that possible? I don't know. But you're next. Next? What are you talking about? Doyen doesn't answer. Just pulls out his phone. Shows Tae-hyun the photo of his wall. The 7 red circles. An 8-year-old drew these. Last night. 7 circles on 7 faces. 3 died immediately. 4 more died tonight. You're the only one left. Tae-hyun stares at the photo. You're telling me a child predicted 7 murders? I'm telling you everyone she circled is dead. Except you. That's insane. I know. Boss, with all respect, you sound paranoid. 3 people died while under my protection, Tae-hyun. This isn't paranoia. This is pattern recognition. Tae-hyun sets his gun on the table. Sits down heavily. So what? We just wait. See if I make it to sunrise. Sunrise is in 4 hours. Yes. That's exactly what we do. Back at the mansion, India can't sleep. She sits with Kira in their small quarters, watching the clock. 2:47 a.m. 3 circles left. Then 2. Then 1. Now just Taehyun. Mom. Kira's voice is tiny. Why does the feeling make me draw bad things? India pulls her closer. I don't know, baby. I don't want people to die. I know. But they do anyway. India has no answer for that. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. She almost doesn't answer. Then does. Yes. A female voice. Professional. Cold. India song? Who is this? Someone who knows what your daughter can do. And someone who wants to help. India's blood runs cold. How did you get this number? The same way I know you're not really a housekeeper. The same way I know your husband was FBI. The same way I know Kira circled 7 people and 6 are already dead. India stands. Moves away from Kira so she won't hear. What do you want? To offer protection. Your daughter has a gift. A valuable gift. There are people who would kill to possess it. Or kill to destroy it. We don't need protection. Young Taehyun has 4 hours left. When he dies, Kang Doyan will come for answers. He'll want to know how your daughter knew. And when he finds out she's been doing this for 6 months, circling faces, watching people die, what do you think he'll do? India's throat tightens. Are you threatening us? I'm warning you. Doyan isn't a good man, Mrs. Song. He's a killer who controls other killers. And you just showed him your daughter can predict death. Do you really think he'll let you walk away from that? The line goes dead. India stares at her phone. Then at Kira, asleep now on the couch. Small. Innocent. 8 years old. With a gift that might get them both killed. At 6:23 a.m., the sun rises over Los Angeles. Doyan and Taehyun are still in the living room. Both exhausted. Both alive. Well, Taehyun says. Looks like your psychic kid was wrong. Doyan checks his watch. Sunrise was 6:18. We're past morning. So I'm safe. Maybe. Or maybe. Taehyun's phone rings. He answers. Yeah. Listens. His face changes. What? No, that's impossible. I paid that last month. Pause. I'm telling you, the account should have. He stands. Starts pacing. Check again. I'm not. He stops mid-sentence. Sways. Taehyun. Doyan stands. Taehyun drops the phone. Grabs his chest. Boss, I can't. He collapses. Doyan catches him. Lowers him to the floor. Taehyun. Talk to me. Taehyun's lips are turning blue. His eyes are wide with panic. Can't breathe. Doyan calls 911. Start CPR. But he knows. He already knows. 7 circles. 7 deaths. By morning. The kid was right. Paramedics arrive in 6 minutes. They work on Taehyun for 20. At 6:51 a.m. they call it. Time of death, 6:47 a.m. 29 minutes after sunrise. But still morning. Still within the prediction. Doyan stands in Taehyun's living room, covered in his best friend's blood, and stares at nothing. An 8-year-old drew 7 circles. 7 people died. Exactly as she said they would. He pulls out his phone. Calls his driver. Take me home. Now. Sir, the police want to. I don't care what they want. Take me home. He has questions for the housekeeper's strange daughter. And this time he's going to get answers. Doyan arrives home at 8:15 a.m. Doesn't shower. Doesn't change. Still has Taehyun's blood on his shirt cuffs. He walks straight to the servants' quarters. Pounds on the door. India opens it, eyes wide. She sees the blood. Mr. Kang. Where is she? Sir, I can explain. Where is she? Kira appears behind her mother. Small. Calm. Holding her red crayon. I'm here. Doyan stares at this child. This 8-year-old who predicted 7 deaths with perfect accuracy. My office. Both of you. Now. They sit across from him. Mother and daughter. India looks terrified. Kira looks curious. Doyan spreads 20 photographs on his desk. These are people, he says, voice-controlled. Dangerous. Some work for me. Some don't. Some are alive. Some are already dead. I want you to draw circles on the ones who are going to die. Mr. Kang, she's just a child. India starts. She predicted 7 deaths with perfect accuracy. She's not just anything. He looks at Kira. You said the feeling tells you. So feel it. Right now. Kira stares at the photographs. Doesn't move. I can't make it come, she says quietly. Try. It doesn't work that way. Then how does it work? I don't know. The feeling comes when it wants. I draw when it tells me. That's all. Doyen's fist slams on the desk. India flinches. Kira doesn't. 7 people are dead. My best friend died in my arms this morning. And you're telling me you can't control it. I'm sorry about your friend, Kira says. But I didn't kill him. I just knew. How? I don't know. That's not good enough. It's all I have. They stare at each other. Man and child. Power and helplessness. Finally, Doyen sits back. When did this start? 6 months ago. The same day her father died, India realizes with horror. And how many people have you circled since then? Kira's voice is small. 134. The room goes silent. 134 people? Doyen's voice is barely a whisper. Kira nods. And they all died. By the next morning. Every time. Show me. Kira pulls out her notebook. The one she's been keeping. Page after page of magazine clippings, newspaper photos, printed images. Each one with a red circle around a face. Each one dated. Doyen takes the notebook. Flips through it. His hands start shaking. Because he recognizes names. Faces. Deaths he'd heard about. Murders that made the news. Accidents that seemed random. All circled. All predicted. All documented by an 8-year-old. Dear God, he whispers. India is crying silently. Kira just sits there. Waiting. Mr. Kong, India says. We'll leave. Tonight. We won't tell anyone what she can do. We'll just disappear. No. Sir, please. I said no. Doyen closes the notebook. Looks at Kira. If what you're telling me is true. If you can actually see who's going to die, then someone is killing people. Systematically. And you're seeing their hit list before they execute it. Kira tilts her head. I didn't think about it like that. Well, think about it now. Someone is murdering people. You're tracking their pattern. Which means. He pauses. You might circle the killer eventually. Kira's eyes widen slightly. Doyen leans forward. I need you to look at more photos. Not to test you. To find whoever is doing this. I told you, I can't make the feeling come. Then we wait for it. You stay here. In my house. Where I can watch you. Where I can see who you circle next. You want to use her, India says. As bait. I want to catch a serial killer before they kill more people. Including possibly you. That stops India cold. What? Your husband was FBI, wasn't he? Investigating organized crime. He died 6 months ago. The same day Kira's gift appeared. India's face goes white. Someone killed him, Doyen continues. Someone who knew what he was investigating. And that same someone has been eliminating witnesses ever since. 7 in the last 3 weeks. 134 total. He looks at Kira. And your daughter has been drawing their kill list. Which means they might come for her next. Oh God, India whispers. So here's what's going to happen, Doyen says. You're going to stay in this house where I can protect you. Kira is going to keep drawing. And when she circles the killer's face, and she will eventually, I'll be ready. And if she circles us? India asks. If the feeling tells her we're next? Doyen's expression is unreadable. Then we have until morning to figure out who's trying to kill you. Kira speaks up. Mr. Kong. Yes. The photos on your desk. The 20 you showed me. What about them? The feeling didn't come. But I can still tell you something. What? 3 of those people are already dead. I recognize them from my notebook. I circled them weeks ago. Doyen flips through the photos. Pulls out 3. Studies them. All 3 died in the last month. All 3 deaths he'd heard about. Which means, Kira continues, the killer is someone who has access to lots of people. Someone who can kill different ways. Someone organized. Someone like me, Doyen says quietly. Or someone working for you. The words hang in the air. Are you saying the killer is in my organization? I'm saying everyone I've circled so far had some connection to crime. To bad things. To your world. I don't circle random people, Mr. Kong. I circle people in your world. How do you know they're all connected to crime? Because Mom used to show me Daddy's case files. Before he died, he was investigating organized crime. And every face I've circled since then, I've seen some of them before. In his files. In his notes. India gasps. Kira, you went through your father's files? They were in our old house. I was looking for him. I found his work instead. Doyen stands. Walks to the window. Processes. A killer in his organization. Eliminating witnesses. Using methods that look like accidents, natural causes, random violence. And an 8-year-old who can see their victims before they die. He turns back to them. New rules. You don't leave this property. You don't talk to anyone about Kira's gift. And Kira, you draw every single circle that feeling tells you to. I don't care if it's on a napkin or a wall or the back of my hand. You circle the face. Immediately. Understood. Kira nods. Good. Now get some rest. Both of you. They stand to leave. Mrs. Song. India stops. Your husband's files. Do you still have them? Some. Hidden. Bring them to me. Tonight. All of them. Why? Because if your daughter is right, if the killer is cleaning up after something your husband discovered, then those files might tell us who we're looking for. India nods. They leave. Doyen sits alone in his office. Stares at Kira's notebook. 134 circles. 134 deaths. All predicted by a child who draws in red crayon. He opens the notebook to the first page. The first circle Kira ever drew. Dated 6 months ago. The face is partially visible despite the circle. Doyen's blood turns to ice. Because he recognizes that face. Daniel Song. Kira's first circle was her own father. Doyen stares at the first circle. Daniel Song's face. Circled in red crayon. Dated 6 months ago. The little girl predicted her own father's death. And India doesn't know. He closes the notebook. Mind racing. If Kira circled her father first, if she saw his death coming and didn't understand what it meant. His office door opens without knocking. India walks in, carrying a cardboard box. Daniel's files, she says, setting them on his desk. Everything I kept. Doyen looks at the box. Then at her. Mrs. Song, when exactly did your husband die? 6 months ago. March 17th. Why? What time? India frowns. Around 11 p.m. He was coming home from a meeting. Why does this matter? Did Kira see him that day? Of course. We had breakfast together. He kissed her goodbye around 7 a.m. That was the last time she saw him alive. Doyen opens the notebook. Points to the first circle. She drew this at 6:45 p.m. 16 hours after he left. 5 hours before he died. India's face drains of color. She circled her own father, Doyen continues. And he was dead by morning. Just like everyone else she's ever circled. No. India shakes her head. She didn't know. She was just drawing that day. Processing. She drew lots of things. But she only circled one face. His. India's hands are shaking. She was 8 years old. She didn't understand. Exactly. She didn't understand. Which means she's been carrying this for 6 months. Knowing she drew that circle. Watching person after person die the same way. And never telling you. Stop. Please stop. You need to hear this. Your daughter has been predicting murders for half a year. 134 people. And the first one was the person she loved most. India sinks into a chair. Oh God. Oh my God. Does she know? That her father was the first? I don't know. We never talked about. She just started drawing circles after he died. I thought it was grief. Her therapist said it was healthy coping. It's not coping. It's prophecy. India covers her face with her hands. Sobs quietly. Doyen gives her a moment. Then opens the box of files. Pulls out folders. Police reports. Photographs. Notes in Daniel's handwriting. One folder is marked. Ghost Protocol. He opens it. Inside are surveillance photos. Meeting logs. A list of names. Doyen recognizes some of them. People in his organization. People who've died recently. Your husband was investigating me, Doyen says quietly. India looks up. Yes. How long? 2 years. Undercover. He was trying to identify the person running weapons through your distribution network. He thought it was me. No. He knew you were the face. But someone else was running the operation. Someone using your name. Your resources. Someone you trusted. Doyen's jaw clenches. Ooh. He never found out. He died before he could confirm. How did he die? Exactly. India wipes her eyes. Shot. 3 times. In a parking garage in Koreatown. No witnesses. No cameras. Just him. Alone. Did the police investigate? For 2 weeks. Then the case went cold. No leads. No suspects. Just another random killing. Except it wasn't random. No. It was an execution. Someone knew he was FBI. Someone silenced him. Doyen flips through more files. Stops on a photograph. A meeting. Taken from distance. For men sitting in a restaurant booth. One of them is Doyen himself. The second is Young Tae-hyun. Dead this morning. The third is Park Min-seo. Dead yesterday. The fourth. Who is this? Doyen points. India leans closer. We don't know. Daniel called him Ghost. He appeared in multiple surveillance photos, but we could never get a clear shot. Never confirmed identity. But Daniel thought he was the real operator. Yes. He thought this man was using your organization as cover. Trafficking weapons. Eliminating anyone who got suspicious. And when your husband got too close, Ghost killed him. Doyen studies the photo. The fourth man's face is partially obscured. But there's something familiar about the posture. The build. I need the original surveillance files. Everything your husband collected on Ghost. They're at my old apartment. In storage. I couldn't keep them here. Too dangerous if someone searched our quarters. Get them. Tomorrow. Bring everything. India nods. Stands to leave. Mrs. Song. She stops. Why did you really take this job? Working for me. India's voice is steady now. Controlled. Because you didn't kill my husband. And I needed to find out who did. You used me. I survived. There's a difference. And Kira? She's part of this operation too. No. India's voice sharpens. She's a child. She's innocent. She has no idea what I've been doing. But you've been using her gift. Watching who she circles. Tracking the deaths. India's silence is answer enough. So you did know, Doyen says quietly. You knew she was predicting deaths. And you let it continue. Documented it. Used it. I was trying to find a pattern. Trying to identify. Ghost. You were trying to circle back to the man who killed your husband. Using your daughter's gift to track his kills. India's eyes fill with tears. Yes. Does she know? No. She thinks it's random. She doesn't know I've been categorizing every circle. Matching faces to cases. Building a profile. Then you're using her the same way I'm about to use her. As bait. As a tool. No. Yes. The only difference is I'm honest about it. India flinches like she's been slapped. Doyen closes the file. Get the surveillance photos. Tomorrow. We find Ghost. We end this. For your daughter's sake. India leaves without another word. Doyen sits alone with the files. Opens the Ghost protocol folder again. Studies the blurry fourth face. Someone in his organization. Someone who's been killing for 6 months. Someone who killed Daniel Song and 133 others. His phone buzzes. Unknown number. He answers. Yes. A voice. Digitally altered. Male or female, impossible to tell. Kang Doyen. You have something that belongs to me. Who is this? You know who this is. You've been looking for me for 3 weeks. Ever since your people started dying. Ghost. What do you want? Doyen asks. The girl. The one who draws circles. Give her to me and the killing stops. Not a chance. Then everyone you care about dies. One by one. Until you have no one left. And then you die too. Why do you need her? Because she's seen my face. She just doesn't know it yet. But eventually, the feeling will tell her to circle me. And when she does, you'll know who I am. So you want to kill her before she identifies you. I want to eliminate the threat. Just like I eliminated her father. Just like I've eliminated everyone who got too close. Doyen's blood runs cold. You killed Daniel Song. among others. He was getting close. Too close. The girl is even closer. She's been tracking my work for months without realizing it. If you touch her, you'll what? You can't even protect your own men. 7 dead in 3 weeks. 3 more this morning. I'm inside your organization, Doyen. I'm closer than you think. And when I'm ready, I'll take the girl. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. The line goes dead. Doyen sits very still, then grabs his phone, calls his head of security. Lock down the property. No one in or out without my clearance. Put armed guards outside the servants' quarters. If anyone approaches that child, shoot first. Sir, what's the threat level? Maximum. We have an active hostile targeting an 8-year-old. Move. Now. He hangs up. Stares at the ghost protocol file. Somewhere in these pages is the identity of the killer. Somewhere in these photos is the face ghost doesn't want Kira to circle. And somewhere in his organization is a traitor who's been killing in his name for 6 months. He starts reading. He has until morning to figure out who. Because if Ghost comes for Kira tonight, she might draw one final circle. And this time, it might be her own face. Kira can't sleep. She lies in bed next to her mother, listening to footsteps outside their door. Guards. Mr. Kang's men. Protecting them. Or watching them. She's not sure which. Her red crayon sits on the nightstand. She stares at it in the darkness. The feeling hasn't come since she circled Mr. Kang's wall. Since the 7 people died. Maybe it's done. Maybe it's over. She knows that's not true. The feeling is never done. Kira. India whispers. You awake? Yeah. Can I ask you something? Okay. India turns to face her daughter. The first circle you ever drew. Do you remember it? Kira goes very still. Yes. Who was it? Silence. Then so quietly. Daddy. India's breath catches. You knew. I didn't know what it meant. Not then. I just drew the circle and felt better. And then he died and I thought maybe I did something bad. Maybe I made it happen. Oh baby. But then other people died too. People I circled. And I realized I wasn't making it happen. I was just seeing it first. India pulls her close. Why didn't you tell me? Because you were already so sad. I didn't want to make it worse. They hold each other in the darkness. Mom. Kira's voice is small. Am I a bad person? No. Never. You didn't choose this. But people die because of me. People die and you see it. That's not the same thing. It feels the same. India has no answer for that. They lie in silence until Kira speaks again. Mom, I need to tell you something about the circles. What about them? They come in patterns. Always 7 at a time. India sits up. What? I don't just circle one person and stop. The feeling makes me circle 7. Then it goes away for a while. Then comes back and makes me circle 7 more. How long have you known this? Since the beginning. The first week after Daddy died, I circled 7 people. They all died within 7 days. Then nothing for 2 weeks. Then the feeling came back. 7 more circles. 7 more deaths within 7 days. India's mind races. How many cycles have there been? 19. Mr. Kang's wall was the 19th. 19 cycles. 7 people each time. That's 133. Plus d'adis. 134 total. India grabs her phone. Opens the notes where she's been tracking Kira's circles. Sorts them by date. Kira is right. 7 deaths. Clustered within 7 days. Then a gap of 2 to 3 weeks. Then 7 more. A pattern. A hunting pattern. Ghost isn't random, India whispers. He's methodical. He picks 7 targets. Eliminates them in 1 week. Then waits. Plans the next 7. Executes again. Who's Ghost? The person doing the killing. The one you've been tracking without knowing it. Kira's voice is very quiet. Mom, I need to tell you something else. What? The feeling came back tonight. While you were with Mr. Kong. India's blood turns to ice. What? I haven't drawn the circles yet. I was waiting for you. But the feeling is here. Pulling. It wants me to circle 7 more people. Kira, no. I can't stop it, Mom. If I don't draw them, the feeling gets worse. It hurts. like something pressing on my chest until I can't breathe. India looks at her daughter's face, sees the fear, the pain. Okay. Where are the faces? What do you need to circle? Kira points to the TV across the room. Turn on the news. India grabs the remote, turns on the television. Local news. Late night broadcast. On screen, a press conference. Multiple people at a podium. The LAPD police chief, the district attorney, 3 FBI agents, a federal prosecutor, 7 people total, announcing a major task force to investigate recent organized crime deaths. Kira's hand reaches for her crayon. No. India grabs her wrist. Baby, these are law enforcement. Good people. You can't. I have to. The feeling says. I don't care what the feeling says. But Kira's already pulling free. Her hand moves. She circles the police chief's face on the TV screen. Red crayon on glass. Then the DA. Then all 3 FBI agents. Then the prosecutor. 7 circles. 7 faces. 7 people who just announced they're investigating the very crimes Kira has been tracking. India stares in horror. Oh my God. Ghost is going to kill the entire task force. She grabs her phone. Calls Doyen. He answers on the first ring. What? The feeling came back. Kira circled 7 people. Law enforcement. The ones investigating you. All of them. When? Just now. They're on TV. Press conference. Doyen must be watching too because she hears him curse. They just announced the task force 30 minutes ago. Ghost already knows their names. Already planned to eliminate them. We have to warn them. And tell them what? That an 8-year-old psychic predicted their deaths? They'll think we're insane. Or lying. Then what do we do? You keep Kira away from windows. Away from doors. Anyone who knows about her gift becomes a target. Ghost called me tonight. He knows what she can do. He wants her dead before she circles him. India's voice shakes. He called you. 30 minutes ago. Said Kira has seen his face. She just doesn't know it yet. What does that mean? It means Ghost is someone she's already encountered. Someone in the photos she's been circling. He's afraid eventually the feeling will tell her to circle him specifically. India looks at Kira. At her daughter sitting calmly on the bed. Red crayon still in hand. Having just predicted 7 more deaths. Mr. Kong, what if she's already circled him? What if Ghost was one of the 134 people in her notebook? Silence on the line. Then, bring the notebook to my office. Now, we go through every circle. Every face. If Ghost is in there, if she's already marked him and he's still alive, then he's living on borrowed time. And he knows it. Which makes him desperate. Dangerous. India ends the call. Looks at Kira. Get dressed. We're going to Mr. Kang's office. It's midnight. I know. Get dressed anyway. 5 minutes later, they're walking through the dark mansion. Guards everywhere. Armed. Watching. They reach Doyen's office. He's surrounded by files. Photos spread across every surface. Kira's notebook open in front of him. I've been going through the circles, he says without looking up. Cross-referencing with known associates. Criminal databases. Your husband's files. And, India asks. 73 of the people Kira circled are dead. Confirmed deaths. Natural causes, accidents, murders. All within 24 hours of her drawing the circle. What about the other 61? That's the problem. I can't confirm deaths for 61 circles. No obituaries. No police reports. Nothing. India frowns. Maybe she circled random people? Strangers in magazines who aren't connected. No. Kira speaks up. I only circle faces that need circling. The feeling is specific. Doyen looks at her. Then where are the other 61 bodies? Maybe they're not dead, India suggests. Maybe she was wrong. She's never wrong, Doyen interrupts. 7 for 7 every single time. She's never circled someone who lived past morning. Then where are they? Doyen's jaw clenches. Hidden. Disposed of. Ghost doesn't just kill people. He makes them disappear. Your husband went through official channels, police report, media coverage. But the others? No records. No trails. Just gone. He looks at Kira. You've been tracking a serial killer who's smart enough to hide most of his victims. Kira's voice is quiet. How many people has he really killed? If all your circles are accurate, 134. Plus however many you haven't circled yet. The 7 from tonight makes 141, India says. By next week, Doyen corrects. The pattern is 7 days. Which means we have 7 days to identify Ghost before 7 law enforcement officers die. He pulls out a photo. The blurry surveillance image of the 4th man from Daniel's files. This is Ghost. I'm certain. He's in every meeting. Every transaction. Always in the background. Always obscured. Your husband was this close to identifying him. He looks at Kira. Have you ever drawn a circle around this face? Kira studies the photo. Tilts her head. I can't see his face clearly enough. The feeling needs a clear face to pull me. Then we make his face clear. We find Ghost. We get Kira in the same room. And when the feeling comes, she circles him. India finishes. And we know he dies within 24 hours. Exactly. But if Ghost knows she can do this, if he's seen her circle people, won't he just kill her first? Doyen's expression is grim. That's why we have 7 days. Find Ghost before he finds her. Kira looks at the notebook. At page after page of circles. Mr. Kong? What if I've already circled him? What do you mean? What if Ghost is one of the people I marked months ago? What if he should already be dead, but isn't? The room goes silent. Because if Kira circled Ghost months ago and he's still alive, it means her gift can be wrong. Or it means something much worse. Doyun stares at Kira. What do you mean should already be dead? Kira walks to the notebook. Flips to a page from 3 months ago. Points to a circle. This one. I circled him on June 14th. He should have died by June 15th. But the feeling came back exactly 1 week later. And it's never done that before. India leans closer. What are you saying? I'm saying the feeling was wrong. Or I was wrong. This person didn't die. And the feeling had to come back to finish the job. Doyen examines the circled face. It's a photograph from a newspaper. Business section. A man in his 50s. Korean. Professional attire. The caption reads, Investment banker Lee Sang-min announces merger. Wait. Doyen grabs his phone. Searches the name. Pulls up an obituary. Lee Sang-min. Died June 22nd. Heart attack. 8 days after Kira circled him. He died, Doyen says. Just not when you predicted. Exactly. The feeling said June 15th. But he lived 7 extra days. India's voice is quiet. What happened on June 22nd? Kira flips forward in her notebook. Shows them the next page. 7 new circles. Dated June 21st. Lee Sang-min's face is circled again. Second time. Different photo. I had to circle him twice, Kira whispers. The first time didn't work. So the feeling made me do it again. Doyen's mind races. Someone saved him. Someone interfered with Ghost's kill. Extended his life by 7 days. But who? India asks. Someone with resources. Someone who knew Lee Sang-min was targeted. Someone who could provide protection. Doyen stops. Looks at the date. June 14th. That's when he assigned personal security to 3 of his executives after a credible threat came through. Lee Sang-min was one of them. I saved him, Doyen says slowly. I put a protection detail on him June 14th. He survived the first attempt. But Ghost tried again June 22nd. And succeeded. Kira nods. That's why I had to circle him twice. He was supposed to die. But you stopped it. So the feeling adjusted. Which means Ghost can be stopped, India says. If we protect the 7 people Kira just circled, the law enforcement task force, we can save them. For 7 days, Doyen corrects. Then the feeling will come back. Make Kira circle them again. We don't stop the deaths. We just delay them. Then we use those 7 days to find Ghost. Doyen looks at the surveillance photo again. The blurry face. We need to know who Ghost is targeting first. What's his order? Kira closes her eyes. The feeling shows me faces in a specific order. The first face I circled tonight will die first. Within 24 hours. Then the second. Then the third. Who was first? Kira points to the TV, still frozen on the press conference image. Him. The FBI agent on the left. Special Agent Marcus Torres. Doyen grabs his laptop. Pulls up FBI directory. Special Agent Marcus Torres. Organized Crime Unit. 15 years service. Currently lead investigator on the task force that just announced they're coming after Doyen's organization. Ghost will hit him first, Doyen says. Tomorrow. Within 24 hours. We warn him, India insists. And say what? Don't worry about the death threat you definitely didn't receive. An 8-year-old drew a circle around your face? We tell him there's a credible threat. He's FBI. He knows there are threats. What he doesn't know is which threat will actually kill him. India's voice hardens. So we just let him die? No. We watch him. We wait for Ghost to make his move. And when he does, we capture him. You want to use Agent Torres as bait. I want to catch a serial killer before he eliminates 7 federal agents. By sacrificing one of them. By giving him the best chance to survive while also. Stop. Kira's small voice cuts through the argument. Stop fighting. They both look at her. She's holding something. A piece of paper. I drew something else. While you were talking, the feeling came back. Doyen takes the paper. It's a crude drawing. Child sketch. But clear enough. A house. A car in the driveway. A man walking from car to door. And behind him, in the shadows, a figure. Faceless. Holding something that could be a gun. This is how Agent Torres dies, Kira says quietly. Tomorrow night. At his house. When he comes home from work. Someone is waiting. India stares at the drawing. You can see how people die now. Sometimes. If the feeling is strong enough. If the death is close. Doyen studies the sketch. This is his house. You're sure? I've never seen it before. But the feeling showed me. That's where it happens. What time? Late. After dark. He works late tomorrow. How do you know? India starts. The feeling knows. It always knows. Doyen makes a decision. We're going to Torres's house. Tomorrow. Before he gets home. We'll be waiting when Ghost arrives. That's insane, India says. If Ghost sees us, if he knows we know, then he'll come for Kira sooner. Which is why she's not coming. She stays here. Protected. Guarded. I'm not leaving my daughter. You're not. I am. You stay with her. Keep her safe. I'll handle Ghost. You can't face him alone. I'm not alone. I have men. Resources. What I need from you is that drawing. Every detail Kira can remember. House layout. Where Torres parks. Where Ghost hides. Everything. He looks at Kira. Can you draw it again? More details. Kira nods. Takes a fresh piece of paper. Her hand moves. Crayon on paper. She draws the house. Bigger this time. Shows windows. Doors. A garage. Trees in the yard. She draws the car. Specific model. License plate partially visible. She draws the figure in shadows. And this time, she adds something. A watch on the killer's wrist. Distinctive. Expensive. Doyen leans closer. Can you see the watch clearly? Kira's hand trembles. It's silver. Has numbers that glow. And something engraved on the back. What's engraved? I can't see. But the feeling says it's important. The watch is important. Doyen pulls out his phone. Texts his head of security. Check inventory. All personnel. Who wears expensive silver watch with luminous dial. Response comes in 90 seconds. Matches 17 personnel. Full list attached. Doyen opens the attachment. Scrolls through names. Stops. No. India looks over his shoulder. What? Doyen's face has gone pale. Because one of the names on the list is someone he's known for 20 years. Someone who was at every meeting in Daniel's surveillance photos. Someone who's been by his side since the beginning. His mentor. His advisor. The man who taught him everything. Park Jin-woo. The man Doyen calls uncle. It can't be, Doyen whispers. But he's pulling up photos now. Old ones. Recent ones. Park Jin-woo at meetings. At dinners. At family events. Always in the background. Always watching. Always wearing that silver watch. The same watch Kira just drew. India sees it too. Mr. Kong. Get out. Sir. I said get out. His voice breaks. Both of you. Now. They leave quickly. Kira clutching her drawings. Doyen sits alone in his office. Stares at photos of the man who raised him after his father died. The man who taught him the business. Who protected him. Who built this empire alongside him. Ghost. Uncle Jinwoo is Ghost. Has been killing for 6 months. Killed Daniel Song. Killed 134 people. Will kill 7 more starting tomorrow. Unless Doyen stops him. His phone rings. Unknown number. He already knows who it is. Uncle. Park Jinwoo's voice is warm. Familiar. You figured it out. The watch. Kira drew the watch. Clever girl. I knew she'd be the one to expose me. That's why she has to die. You won't touch her. Doyen, you don't understand. I've been cleaning up for 20 years. Every loose end. Every witness. Every threat to what we built. What we built. You've been killing MY people. I've been protecting the empire. Daniel Song was FBI. He was going to bring us all down. The others, they all knew too much. Asked too many questions. I eliminated the threats. You eliminated innocent people. There are no innocent people in our world. You know that. Taehyun was innocent. He was my friend. Taehyun was getting suspicious. He would have figured it out eventually. Better to remove him cleanly than risk exposure. Doyen's voice is ice. Where are you? Close. Always close. Watching. Making sure you stay safe. Stay away from me. Stay away from the girl. I can't do that. She's seen me. Drew my watch. Probably drawing my face right now. When the feeling tells her to circle me, and it will, you'll know I'm next. And I can't allow that. You can't stop it. If Kira's gift says you die, you die. Lee Sang-min lived 7 extra days because you interfered. I can do the same. I can run, hide, disappear. But only if the girl doesn't keep circling me. So you want to kill an 8-year-old to save yourself. I want to survive. Just like you. Just like everyone. I'm nothing like you. No? We'll see. Tomorrow night. Agent Torres's house. I know you'll be there. I know you're planning to stop me. So here's your choice, Doyen. Jinwoo's voice goes cold. You can save Agent Torres. Protect him. Capture me. Expose me. Destroy everything we built. Watch the empire collapse. Watch your name become synonymous with ghost crimes. Or you let Torres die. Let the task force die. Let me finish cleaning up. And we continue as we always have. Uncle and nephew. Teacher and student. Ghost in the shadows. King on the throne. That's no choice. It's the only choice. What's 1 federal agent compared to everything you've worked for? What's 7 lives compared to the hundreds who depend on you? You're insane. I'm practical. It's what I taught you. Make the hard choices. Sacrifice the few to save the many. Not this time. Then you choose war. And war means casualties. Starting with that little girl who draws circles. The line goes dead. Doyen sits in darkness. Uncle Jinwoo is Ghost. Tomorrow night, one of them dies. And Kira holds the answer in her red crayon. Kira can't stop drawing. It's 3 a.m. She should be asleep. But the feeling won't let her rest. Her hand moves across paper after paper, drawing the same scene over and over. Agent Torres's house. The car. The shadows. The figure with the silver watch. But now she's seeing more. She draws a second figure. Smaller. Hidden behind a tree across the street. Mr. Kong. Waiting. Watching. She draws a third figure. In the upstairs window of the house next door. A sniper. One of Mr. Kang's men. She draws a fourth figure. In Agent Torres's garage. Uncle Jinwoo. Already inside. Waiting in the dark. The whole scene is a trap within a trap within a trap. Everyone waiting for everyone else. And in the middle, Agent Torres. Walking to his death. Not knowing he's bait. Baby, you need to sleep. India sits beside her on the bed. Watches her daughter's hand move. I can't. The feeling keeps showing me. It won't stop. Showing you what? Kira hands her the latest drawing. India's blood runs cold. Because Kira has drawn 5 figures now. The 5th is small. 8 years old. Standing at the edge of the scene. Watching everything. Kira. No. You're not going tomorrow night. Mr. Kong said. The feeling says I have to be there. I don't care what the feeling says. You're staying here where it's safe. Mom. Kira looks up with those two knowing eyes. If I'm not there, Mr. Kong dies. I can see it. The feeling is showing me. That's not possible. You can't see multiple futures. I'm not seeing futures. I'm seeing what will happen. There's only one future. And in it, if I'm not there, Uncle Jinwoo shoots Mr. Kong. India grabs the drawing. Studies it. The small figure, Kira, is positioned between Mr. Kong and Uncle Jinwoo, blocking the shot. Oh my god. You're going to use yourself as a shield. I'm going to stop Uncle Jinwoo from killing Mr. Kong. By getting yourself killed instead. No. By being where the feeling says I need to be. I never die in my drawings, Mom. I've drawn myself in dangerous places before. I always survive. India's hands shake. What do you mean you've drawn yourself before? Kira flips back in her notebook. Shows her mother 3 previous drawings. All showing Kira in places she shouldn't have been. In Mr. Kang's office the night, she drew the 7 circles. A bullet hole in the wall above her head. Evidence of a shot fired that India never knew about. In the mansion hallway 2 months ago. A knife embedded in the wall inches from where she'd been standing. In the garden 4 months ago. A car crashed through the fence, missing her by feet. These all happened? India whispers. Yes. I just didn't tell you. I knew you'd make us leave. And we needed to stay. For Daddy. To find out who killed him. Kia. Now we know. Uncle Jinwoo killed him. And tomorrow night, he tries to kill Mr. Kong. Unless I'm there. India pulls her daughter close. You're 8 years old. You're not a soldier. You're not a shield. I'm the girl who sees. And right now I see Mr. Kong needs me. Why? Why does it have to be you? Kira's voice is quiet. Because Uncle Jinwoo won't shoot me. The feeling shows me that too. He'll shoot Agent Torres. He'll shoot Mr. Kong. He'll shoot anyone. But not a child. Not me. How can you know that? Because of this. Kira shows her one more drawing. A memory. From 6 months ago. Kira standing in Koreatown. Late at night. Lost. Looking for her mother. A man approaching. Tall. Kind face. Silver watch glinting. Uncle Jinwoo. He found me that night, Kira says. The night Daddy died. I was scared. Alone. He walked me home. Bought me ice cream. Made sure I got back safe. He was probably following your father. He was. I heard him on the phone later. Reporting to someone that the target is down. But when he saw me, lost and crying, he stopped being Ghost. He became Uncle Jinwoo. The man who helps children. Kira, that doesn't mean. It means he has a line. A rule. He won't hurt kids. It's why I'm still alive even though he knows I can identify him. It's why he hasn't come for me yet. India stares at her daughter. You're betting your life on a serial killer's moral code. I'm betting my life on what the feeling shows me. And it shows me Uncle Jinwoo pulling the trigger at Mr. Kong. Until I step between them. Then he stops. Hesitates. And in that second, Mr. Kang's men take him down. And if you're wrong? I'm never wrong. The feeling is never wrong. India stands. Paces. I need to tell Mr. Kong. He needs to know what you're planning. No. If you tell him, he changes the plan. And if he changes the plan, people die who aren't supposed to. The feeling shows me the right path. We have to follow it exactly. The feeling is a child's trauma response, not a tactical guide. Then why has it been right 141 times? India has no answer. They sit in silence. Finally, India speaks. If you're going tomorrow night, I'm going too. No. You have to stay here. I'm not letting you. Mom. Kira takes her mother's hand. If you come, you die. I've seen it. You step out of the car and Uncle Jinwoo shoots you first. Because you're not a child. You're a threat. India's face crumples. I can't just let you walk into danger alone. I won't be alone. Mr. Kong will be there. His men. And the feeling. It's always protected me before. Before you weren't deliberately stepping in front of bullets. I'm not stepping in front of bullets. I'm stepping in front of Uncle Jinwoo's conscience. There's a difference. India looks at her 8-year-old daughter, who talks like a strategist, who predicts deaths like other children predict weather. Who's about to walk into a confrontation between a mafia boss and a serial killer? When did you grow up? India whispers. The night Daddy died. The night the feeling came. I've been grown up since then. At 6 a.m., Kira knocks on Doyen's office door. Kumain. She walks in holding her drawings. Doyen looks terrible. Hasn't slept. Surrounded by photos of Uncle Jinwoo. Evidence of 20 years of lies. I need to show you something, Kira says. She spreads the drawings on his desk. The scene at Agent Torres's house. All 5 figures, including her. Doyen studies them. You're not coming. I have to. No. Absolutely not. Your mother would. Already knows. The feeling showed me what happens if I don't come. Yudi. Doyen looks at the drawing. At the small figure position between him and Jinwoo. You're planning to use yourself as a human shield. I'm planning to stand where I need to stand. Uncle Jinwoo won't shoot me. He'll hesitate. That's when your men take him. That's insane. That's what happens. I've seen it. You're 8 years old. I'm the girl who sees death. And right now I see yours. Unless I'm there. Doyen stands. Walks to the window. Why? Why would Jinwoo hesitate? He's killed 134 people. Why would one child stop him? Because he met me the night he killed my father. He could have killed me too. Made sure there were no witnesses. But he didn't. He walked me home. Protected me. Somewhere inside Ghost is Uncle Jinwoo. And Uncle Jinwoo doesn't hurt children. That was 6 months ago. Before you became a threat. I've been a threat since that night. I saw his face. I could have identified him. But he let me live anyway. That means something. Doyen turns to face her. Or it means he's been waiting for the right moment to eliminate you. If he wanted me dead, I'd already be dead. He's had 6 months. Plenty of opportunities. But I'm still here. Because you're useful. You track his kills. You circle his targets. You're his early warning system. Kira shakes her head. I've never circled Uncle Jinwoo. Not once in 6 months. If I was tracking his victims, his face would show up in my feelings. But it doesn't. The feeling avoids him. That stops Doyen. What? I've circled 141 people. But never him. Not until last night when I drew his watch. The feeling showed me his hand, but not his face. Like it was protecting him. Or protecting me from him. Doyen's mind races. What does that mean? It means the feeling doesn't want Uncle Jinwoo dead. At least not yet. There's something about him. Some role he still has to play. That's important. Or it means he's already supposed to be dead and somehow isn't. Kira tilts her head. Considering. Maybe. Maybe the feeling tried to circle him but couldn't. Maybe he's the exception. If he's the exception, if your gift doesn't work on him, then you standing between us tomorrow night means nothing. He'll shoot right through you to get to me. No. Kira's voice is certain. The feeling shows me surviving. It's never been wrong. Not about me. Doyen stares at this child. At her absolute certainty. What if you're wrong this one time? Then I die. And you die. And Agent Torres dies. And Uncle Jinwoo keeps killing. Is that better? It's better than sacrificing a child. I'm not being sacrificed. I'm chosen. There's a difference. Doyen sits down heavily. Your mother will never forgive me if something happens to you. My mother will never forgive either of us if we let Uncle Jinwoo keep killing. He murdered my father. He murders people like it's nothing. Tomorrow night, we stop him. Or we become like him. Silence. Then, if you come, you follow my orders exactly. No improvising. No heroics. You stand where I tell you and don't move until I say. Okay. And if shooting starts, if anything goes wrong, you run. You don't think. You don't wait. You run. Okay. I mean it, Kira. The first sign of danger, you're gone. I promise. Doyen knows she's lying. Knows she'll stand exactly where the feeling tells her to stand, no matter what. Just like she's been doing for 6 months. Drawing circles. Watching people die. Becoming something no 8-year-old should become. A prophet of death. And tomorrow night, at Agent Torres's house, she'll either prove her gift is real, or she'll become victim 142. Agent Marcus Torres leaves the FBI building at 11:47 p.m. Long day. Brutal. The new task force is demanding. Lots of pressure from above. Lots of eyes watching. He doesn't notice the black sedan following him. Doesn't notice the figure waiting in his garage. Doesn't know that 3 different parties are converging on his house right now. He just wants to get home. Have a drink. Sleep. Tomorrow starts the real work. If he survives tonight. Doyen is positioned across the street. Behind a tree. Just like Kira drew. 2 of his men are in the neighboring house. Snipers. Windows open. Rifles ready. Another team is 2 blocks away. Ready to move on his signal. And in his car, parked at the corner, sits Kira. Against every instinct he has. Against every rule he knows. But she insisted. And the drawing was clear. If she's not here, he dies. He checks his watch. Silver. But not the one Kira drew. That watch belongs to the man currently hiding in Torres's garage. Uncle Jinwoo. Doyen's chest tightens. 20 years of trust. 20 years of believing this man was family. All a lie. His earpiece crackles. Target arriving. 30 seconds. Doyen tenses. All teams hold position. No one moves until I give the signal. We take Jinwoo alive. Copy. Torres's car turns onto his street. Pulls into the driveway. Exactly as Kira drew. The car stops. Engine cuts off. Torres gets out. Briefcase in hand. Tie loosened. Exhausted. Walks toward his front door. The garage door is slightly open. Just a crack. Torres doesn't notice. Doyen does. He's in the garage. Jinwoo is in the garage. Torres is walking right past him. Do we intercept? His sniper asks. Not yet. Wait for movement. The garage door slides open silently. A figure emerges. Tall. Moving like smoke. Silver watch catching streetlight. Uncle Jinwoo. Gun already in hand. Suppressor attached. Raising it toward Torres's back. Now, Doyen commands. Take the shot. The snipers fire. Both miss. Because Jinwoo moves. Impossibly fast. Like he knew they were there. He dives behind Torres's car. Returns fire. 3 shots. Precision. Both sniper positions go silent. Team 2 move in. Doyen shouts. But Jinwoo is already moving. Using Torres as cover. Gun pressed to the agent's head. Back off. Jinwoo's voice carries across the street. Back off or he dies right now. Doyen steps out from behind the tree. Hands visible. No we pondrón. Uncle. Don't do this. Jinwoo's face is calm. Almost sad. I told you. I gave you a choice. Let me finish or lose everything. I can't let you kill a federal agent. Then you choose war. Torres is frozen. Gun to his head. Finally understanding he's the target. Who are you people? Torres gasps. I'm the man who's been cleaning up after fools for 20 years, Jinwoo says. And you're the fool who decided to investigate things you don't understand. FBI is already on their way, Doyen lies. You shoot him, you die here. I've been dead for 6 months. Ever since that little girl drew her first circle. Jinwoo's eyes find Doyen's. Where is she? The girl who sees. Far away. Safe. Liar. She's here. I can feel it. She drew this whole scene, didn't she? Knew I'd be in the garage. Knew you'd be across the street. She saw it all. Doyen doesn't answer. Jinwoo smiles. Bring her out. Or I put 3 rounds in Agent Torres and disappear. Your choice. She's a child. She's a weapon. And weapons don't get to hide. Doyen's earpiece crackles. Kira's small voice. I'm coming out. No. Stay in the car. He'll kill Agent Torres if I don't. The feeling is showing me. I have to go now. Kira, listen to me. But she's already opening the car door. Walking into the streetlight. Small. 8 years old. Red crayon still clutched in one hand. Jinwoo's face changes when he sees her. Something flickers. Recognition. Memory. The lost girl, he whispers. From that night. You walked me home, Kira says quietly. Bought me ice cream. Made sure I was safe. Your father had just died. You were crying. I couldn't. Jinwoo stops. Shakes his head. You should have stayed in the car. You won't shoot me. You don't know that. Yes, I do. The feeling showed me. You don't hurt children. It's your only rule. Jinwoo's gun hand trembles slightly. I've killed a lot of people, little girl. What makes you think I have any rules left? Because you let me live 6 months ago. Because you've had 100 chances to kill me since then. Because right now, your gun is pointed at Agent Torres, not at me. She takes a step closer. Kira, stop. Doyen's voice is sharp. She doesn't stop. Another step. Uncle Jinwoo, she says softly. I know what you've done. I've been circling your victims for 6 months. 141 people. I've seen every face. Every death. Then you know I'm very good at killing. I know you're very good at surviving. But the feeling says your time is up. Your feeling has been wrong before. Lee Sang-min lived 7 extra days. Because Mr. Kong interfered. Because someone protected him. But no one's protecting you. And I've seen how this ends. Another step. Now she's 10 feet away. Close enough that Jinwoo could shoot her easily. He doesn't. How does it end? Jinwoo asks. You let Agent Torres go. You lower your gun. And you tell us everything. Who ordered my father's death? Who you've been working for? Why you've been killing for 20 years? And if I don't, then the feeling comes back. And this time it makes me circle you. And once I circle you, you have 24 hours. Maybe less. Jinwoo laughs. Bitter. You're threatening me with a crayon? I'm telling you the future. I've been right 141 times. Do you really want to be 142? Silence. Jinwoo looks at this child. At her certainty. At her red crayon. Then at Doyen. At the snipers repositioning. At the backup team arriving. You know what the worst part is? Jinwoo says quietly. I actually like you, kid. You're smart. Brave. You see things others don't. You remind me of myself at your age. Then don't make me circle you. I don't think you can. I think I'm the exception. I think your gift doesn't work on me. Why would you be the exception? Because I've been circled before. Not by you. By another girl. 25 years ago. She had the same gift. Drew the same circles. Said I'd die within a week. He shows his watch. The engraving on the back. This was hers. She gave it to me the day before she drew my circle. Said I'd need it to remember her. 25 years later, I'm still here. Still alive. Still wearing her watch. Kira stirs. What happened to her? She died instead. The gift took her. Burned her out from the inside. Too many circles. Too many deaths. Too much seeing. She was 12 when it killed her. India's voice cuts through the night. She's arrived. Running toward them. Kira. Get away from him. But Kira doesn't move. Just keeps staring at Jinwoo's watch. At the engraving now visible in the streetlight. A name, Sunny. And a date. 1999. She was your daughter, Kira whispers. Jinwoo's face cracks. Just for a second. She was everything. And the gift killed her. Just like it's going to kill you if you keep using it. I don't use it. It uses me. Then stop. Walk away. Let it go. Before it takes everything. I can't. The feeling won't let me. Yes, you can. Son, he tried to stop at the end. Tried to ignore the circles. And his voice breaks. It broke her mind. Made her see death everywhere. In everyone. She circled her own mother. Her friends. Me. Everyone she loved. Trying to make it stop. Trying to prove it wrong. Tears streamed down his face now. And when none of us died. When she realized the gift was broken, that she couldn't predict anymore, it killed her. Her heart just stopped. Like the gift said. If you won't use me, I don't need you. Kira's hand tightens on her crayon. That won't happen to me. You're 8 years old. She was 12. You have 4 years until the gift kills you too. Unless you stop now. I can't stop. People die when I don't circle them. I tried. In the beginning. I tried to ignore the feeling. And people died anyway. Worse deaths. Painful deaths. Because I didn't warn. You're not warning anyone. You're just seeing. It doesn't change anything. It changed tonight. Agent Torres is still alive because I saw you in the garage. He's alive because I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Jinwoo's gun swings toward Torres. Kira moves. Faster than an 8-year-old should move. Steps directly between the gun and Torres. Don't. Jinwoo's finger freezes on the trigger. Move, Kira. No. I will shoot through you. No, you won't. You don't know that. Yes, I do. Because you didn't shoot your daughter. Even when she circled you. Even when the gift made her see your death. You didn't kill her to save yourself. You let the gift kill her instead. Jinwoo's face crumbles completely. And you hate yourself for it, Kira continues softly. You've been killing for 20 years trying to make up for the one person you couldn't save. But it doesn't work. It never works. The guilt just gets heavier. Stop. You want to save me. That's why you haven't killed me yet. Because maybe if you save me, it makes up for losing Sunhee. I said stop. But the gun is lowering. In. It's okay, Uncle Jinwoo, Kira whispers. You can stop now. You can let it end. The gun drops completely. Jinwoo falls to his knees, sobbing. 20 years of killing. 20 years of running. 20 years of trying to outrun a child's ghost. All ending here. In a stranger's driveway. At the feet of another 8-year-old who sees death. Doyeon's men move in. Weapons raised. Don't shoot. Doyeon commands. Take him alive. They secure Jinwoo. Handcuff him. Pull him to his feet. Agent Taurus staggers away. Free. Alive. Confused. Someone want to tell me what the hell just happened? India reaches Kira. Grabs her. Holds her. Are you hurt? Did he touch you? I'm okay, Mom. You could have died. But I didn't. The feeling was right. Doyeon approaches Jinwoo. Looks at the man who raised him. Why? Why all of it? Jinwoo's voice is broken. Because 25 years ago, I watched my daughter see death and couldn't save her. So I became death instead. Controlled it. Directed it. Made it serve me instead of taking from me. You killed 141 people. 141 threats. 141 loose ends. 141 ways to protect what's mine. Daniel Song wasn't a threat. He was FBI doing his job. He was getting close to the truth. Close to you. I protected you. Always protected you. By killing innocent people? There are no innocent people in our world. Jinwoo's eyes are wild now. Your father knew that. Taught me that. The day he made me promise to protect you no matter what. Do whatever it takes, he said. Keep my son alive. So I did. For 20 years. Whatever it took. Doyeon staggers back. My father ordered the kills? Your father ordered me to protect his legacy. I interpreted that, broadly. You're insane. I'm loyal. There's a difference. Doyeon looks at Kira. At the small girl who stopped a serial killer with nothing but a red crayon and absolute certainty. What happens to him now? Kira asks. Prison. Trial. Justice. Will he die there? Eventually. Everyone dies eventually. Will I circle him before then? The question hangs in the air. Jinwoo looks at Kira. Will you? Kira closes her eyes. Feeling. Opens them. No. The feeling says you have a long time left. Years. You'll die old. In a cell. Alone. But not soon. Jinwoo laughs. Hollow. Worse than death. Thank you for that. You're welcome. As they lead him away, Jinwoo calls back. Kira. For years. You have 4 years until the gift burns you out. Don't waste them. Then he's gone. Sirens approach. FBI backup. Local police. We need to leave, Doyeon says. Now. Before they ask questions we can't answer. India nods. Scoops up Kira. They're in the car and gone before the first police cruiser arrives. In the back seat, Kira stares at her red crayon. Thinking about Sunhee. The girl who had the gift before her. The girl who died at 12. For years from now. Mom. Kira's voice is small. Yes, baby. Do you think it's true? What Uncle Jinwoo said. About the gift killing me. India's hands tighten on the steering wheel. No. I think he was trying to scare you. He was crying when he said it. People don't cry when they lie. Baby. I don't want to die at 12. You won't. I won't let it happen. Can you stop the gift? India looks at her daughter in the rearview mirror. At her small face. Her 2 old eyes. I don't know. But I'll try. I promise I'll try. Kira nods. Looks down at her crayon. Wonders if she should throw it away. Stop circling. Stop seeing. Stop knowing. But even as she thinks it, the feeling stirs, pulling, whispering, showing her a face she needs to circle. Always another face. Always another death. Always another circle. For 4 more years. Until it kills her too. 6 months later. Kira sits in a different house now. Not the mansion. Somewhere smaller. Safer. A quiet neighborhood outside Los Angeles. Normal houses. Normal families. Normal lives. India got a real job. Not a housekeeper. Not undercover FBI. Just a paralegal at a law firm. Boring. Safe. Legal. Kira goes to a real school. Has real friends. Does homework. Plays at recess. Almost normal. Except for the red crayon she still carries everywhere. Except for the notebook she still fills with circles. Except for the feeling that never really left. It's quieter now. Less urgent. The circles come slower. 1 every few weeks instead of 7 at a time. Like the gift is resting. Or waiting. India tells herself Kira is healing. Getting better. The trauma fading. But she knows better. The gift doesn't heal. It waits. Uncle Jinwoo was right about one thing. The trial was huge. Federal case. Media everywhere. Ghost finally exposed. 141 murders. 25 years of killing. Doyen testified. Gave evidence. Burned what was left of his organization to destroy Jinwoo's legacy. The empire collapsed. Just like Jinwoo predicted. But Doyen survived. Reinvented himself. Legitimate businesses now. Clean money. No blood. He visits sometimes. Checks on them. Makes sure they're protected. India thinks it's guilt. Kira thinks it's family. She's probably right. Today is Kira's 9th birthday. Small party. Just a few school friends. Cake. Games. Normal kid things. India watches her daughter laugh with other children. Sees her smile. Sees her benign. For a moment. She lets herself believe the gift is gone. Then she sees Kira's hand drift to her pocket. To the red crayon. Always there. Always ready. Just in case. That night, after the friends go home, after the cake is eaten, after the presents are opened, Kira sits on her bed with her notebook. 163 circles total now. 22 in the last 6 months. All dead by morning. Every single one. The gift is never wrong. She opens to a blank page. Waits. The feeling hasn't come in 3 weeks. Longest gap yet. Maybe it's really over. Maybe Jinwoo was wrong. Maybe she won't die at 12. Maybe. The pull hits like a fist to her chest. Kira gasps. Grabs her crayon. Her hand moves. But this time it's different. This time the feeling isn't showing her someone else's face. It's showing her a mirror. No, she whispers. But her hand keeps moving. Drawing a face she knows better than any other. Small. 9 years old. Dark curly hair. 2 knowing eyes. Herself. She's circling herself. The crayon completes the circle around her own self-portrait. And the feeling releases her. Kira stares at the page. At her own face in red crayon. At the death sentence she just drew. Mom. Her voice cracks. Mom. India bursts into the room. What's wrong? What happened? Kira shows her the notebook. The circle around her own face. India's world stops. No. No, that's not. You can't circle yourself. The gift doesn't work that way. It does now. When? When did you draw this? Kira looks at the clock. 11:34 p.m. Just now. Which means I have until tomorrow morning. No. India grabs the notebook. Tears out the page. Rips it to pieces. There. It's gone. You didn't circle anything. Mom, it doesn't work like that. Destroying the drawing doesn't stop the death. Then we leave. Right now. We run. We hide. It won't matter. The feeling showed me. By morning I'm gone. India pulls her daughter into her arms. Sobbing. You're 9 years old. You can't die. I won't let you. You can't stop it. Watch me. India calls Doyen. 2 Uhr nachts. He answers immediately. What's wrong? Kira circled herself. She has until morning. Silence. Then. I'm coming. Don't move. He arrives in 40 minutes. Brings a doctor. Equipment. A whole medical team. We monitor her vitals, Doyen says. Heart, brain, everything. The second something goes wrong, we intervene. What if it's not medical? India asks. What if the gift just takes her? Then we fight it anyway. They set up in Kira's room. Monitors. Machines. Doctors standing by. Kira sits in the middle of it all. Calm. Accepting. This won't work, she says quietly. We're trying anyway, Doyen replies. Uncle Jinwoo said the same thing about Sunhee. They tried to save her too. Monitors. Doctors. Everything. And she died anyway. You're not Sunhee. I'm close enough. The hours crawl by. 3 Uhr nachts. Vitals normal. 4 Uhr nachts. Vitals normal. 5 Uhr morgens. Vitals normal. 6 Uhr morgens. Sunrise approaching. Kira's heart rate starts climbing. The monitors beep faster. What's happening? India grabs the doctor. Her heart rate is accelerating. Blood pressure rising. But there's no physical cause. Stop it. Do something. Ma'am, there's nothing to stop. Her body is just. Kira's eyes roll back. She starts seizing. Kira. The doctors swarm. Medications. Interventions. Everything they have. Nothing works. Kira's vitals spike. Then crash. Then spike again. Like something is fighting for control of her body. Mom. Kira gasps during a brief moment of clarity. The feeling, it's not trying to kill me. Another seizure cuts her off. More beeping. More alarms. 6:47 a.m. Her heart stops. No. India screams. CPR. Defibrillator. Epinephrine. Nothing. Doyen pulls India back as the doctors work. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3. Call it, one doctor says quietly. No. Keep trying. Ma'am, she's gone. I'm sorry. India collapses. Sobbing. Screaming. Doyen just stands there, watching a 9-year-old who saved his life die because of a gift she never asked for. The doctor reaches for the sheet. Then, Kira's eyes open. She takes a massive breath. The monitors explode with activity. She's back. She's back. The doctors swarm again. Checking. Monitoring. Confused. How long was she flatlined? One asks. 4 minutes. Maybe 5. She should have brain damage. She should. Kira sits up. Pulls off the monitor leads. I'm okay. You were dead, the doctor says. You were clinically dead for 4.5 minutes. I know. The gift tried to kill me. But it couldn't. What? India grabs her. What do you mean? Kira's voice is different now. Older. Certain. The feeling showed me the other side. Where Sunhee is. Where everyone I've circled is. And Sunhee told me something. What did she tell you? That she gave up. At the end. She tried to stop the gift. Tried to refuse it. And that's why it killed her. Because you can't refuse the gift. You can only accept it. Kia. I didn't refuse. When the feeling came to take me, I said yes. I accepted it. All of it. The circles. The deaths. The seeing. Everything. And when I accepted it. She holds up her hand. The red crayon is there.